in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tennessee Titans versus Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
Partner, do we still count this as the holiday season?
A little bit of a gray area, but I think you can.
Okay, well, we just passed it, right? Well, the gifts keep coming to our guy, don't they?
They do.
I mean, think about this now. Clinch the playoff spot. Offensive player of the week in Week 16. I think he's going to keep going. I think he's going to keep firing away. I don't think they pull back at all.
Yeah, and everybody for them rounding into form right now.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They will be led out by a second-round.
That the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got to vote. I've got to vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
A 3-yard victory.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 102 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes...
Now Locke, he lost the football to town. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he puts it through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick six last time out. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. That one good for 26 and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Allen's throw is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Titans 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. He'll go up top here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Swift, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. After one, 17-7 is our score. be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Delta. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Check Mike.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
McCann's kick up and good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
On the play. And the Bills' first down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Number 32.
10 more there and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running is Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Locke going to go on 4th down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, Locke steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Quincy Williams.
Tackle by Quincy Williams. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
49 to Mike. He's crashing. 49, guys. Mike, 49. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Locke taking the snap at 1. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, you can go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lock now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've come up. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and
10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Complete to DeAndre Swift.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Lock. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got you, boy. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
From the gun, Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. To throw it is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second down and goal. Locke to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On third and goal, they're going to run the action. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
McCann on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The Bills first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Allen's pass.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
16-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year? And got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. K.J. Hamler with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
12. First down, Buffalo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up second and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 30.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another carry for the running
He
back.
really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Throwing on first down. Block. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back now in Nashville.
27.
It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On first down, Lock. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Lock working out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
17. Tucker McCann to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
32 on the
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Another try after the first down sack. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for the 3rd straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Allen's pass.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Jordan Poyer.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Swift. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that,
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
30-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Bills ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And again, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen looking left sideline, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes. You read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more, and he's able to find Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. operating from the red zone now. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score, Titans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And now we'll wait to see what the future holds for them this January. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.